give a type of money that can only be spent for a specific number of reasons. And some worry about that state control or whatever. But like in this particular narrow use case, you want to give checks to individuals to get the economy moving again.
Yeah.
So if you think of programmable money that expires if you don't spend it.
Again, I think that the biggest question maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades will be what to do with all these useless people.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, right now we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back. But we see yield rates are moving up and down. So right now they are fluctuating. As I'm doing this video, they're being pushed down. But guys, do not forget we have options tomorrow. And then on top of it, we have jobs numbers tomorrow. And I told you guys we were going to get an event in the first quarter. And now we have Silvergate collapsing. And we know they were only an on and off ramp for majority of crypto. But guys, we know the politicians, Gary Gensler, Janet Yellen, are going to use this to ride crypto down. And then Elizabeth Warren is going to come in to provide regulation. And we know that's not going to be good for crypto. But if we look at the banking industry today, we have Credit Suisse delaying its annual report. And then we have Signature Bank, SVB, which is a Silicon Valley for technology bank. And then, of course, guys, we have Silvergate, all of them taking a beating today. But remember, Silvergate is just being used as a distraction. Remember, the NWO are the master magician. And guys, when you see a bank run like Silvergate, we know who controls supply and demand. That's right, the Fed. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have the yield rates, of course, like I stated, are moving slightly down. We have the dollar slightly down. We have volume, and we know Silvergate affects that also. We have Tether, then we have USDC. Now, we have the CFTC chairman says stablecoins and ETH are commodities. And we have Aave gets rid of BUSD. Also, we have Arthur Hayes. And guys, remember when I first started, we had BitMEX. We went over Arthur Hayes almost every day. But he proposes a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin called Nakadollar to be used for derivatives and get rid of the banks. And we know the Fed is not going to have that without the drums beating. Now, guys, we have the Fed sitting at about $2.1 trillion on the repo. And then we know the central banks are moving in lockstep, raising rates and running off this balance sheet to destroy this legacy market. So therefore, the fourth industrial revolution can rise. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. And I know those who first started with me says, no way this guy's correct. Those who got my book is no way that he's correct. But those who got my book and actually listen, believe me, they don't have to work anymore, or at least should be financially comfortable. And also those who've been with me from the beginning, the same. Because guys, we can clearly see this is a big plan in order to get us moved over to the machines. And then the next step, guys, we know is transhumanism, where you're part man and part machine. That's what they want for the sheep. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. And we had Jerome Powell in front of the Senate and the House, and the biggest topics, guys, was the CBDCs and Fed now, and of course, some of it the debt ceiling, which we know this debt ceiling is a distraction to move in the fourth industrial revolution. And like I stated, guys, we always have a first quarter event and a fourth quarter event. And we can start seeing it play up because we know we hear those drums are beating. Now we have swift moves to the next phase of CBDC testing after positive results. And guys, we know all these central banks are either working on a CBDC or stablecoin. And the reason why these are so important because they're programmable. They can tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend them, or poof, they're gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale. Send about $19.2 billion. Don't forget they're in court against the SEC for the spot Bitcoin ETF. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Gate.io launches Visa crypto debit cards in Europe. And guys, we know that's all about adoption. Now we have Alameda Research to sell interest in Sequoia Capital for $45 million to Abu Dhabi. And remember, Sequoia Capital wrote off the FTX losses. And then after about a month of announcing the bankruptcy, all of a sudden they find billions of dollars. And guys, we know what it was really all about. Now we have AI-focused ZK Layer 2 blockchain, CryptoGPT, to issue its own token on Friday. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research, but you definitely want to watch it because we know anything that says AI in it has the potential to pump. Now we have Maverick Protocol DEX launches with Lido integration to compete with Uniswap. And guys, we know that's going to bring more liquidity. Now we have Crypto.com struggles to maintain fiat on-ramps in the face of crypto banking fallout of Silvergate. And lastly, guys, we see these big crypto companies have no exposure to Silvergate, but it's being used as an excuse in order to bring the crypto market down. And guys, we know it's all called a distraction. Who's pulling the money out? That's right, the Fed. When you see billions and billions of dollars move in minutes or in 24 hours on a company that wasn't even worth $200 million and may have had maybe $1 billion in exposure, but there's no way that it should be affecting all cryptos, and it definitely shouldn't be taking billions and billions of dollars off the market. We know this is a planned event just like the rest of them. And how do we know? Because we know. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.